This video will address the steps that insurance companies take to blame your car accident injuries on something else. So it always ceases to amaze me when I'm dealing with an insurance adjuster or going to a deposition involving an insurance defense lawyer, the steps that these insurance companies take to try to find something else to blame your injuries on. And it happens in absolutely every single case. So the purpose of this video is to prepare you for what inevitably will be some type of attack or question about your injuries. So in every single case, you will be asked whether you have had any other prior car accidents. It's a guarantee. The insurance companies have this information, whether you've ever received any type of medical treatment. They've got a general database. They will know whether you've ever had to bill, for example, your PIP insurance before or after a car accident. They will know, and they will ask about it. They'll also ask whether you've ever filed a workers' compensation claim. They'll ask whether you've ever filed a claim for disability benefits, even filled out the paperwork, even if you didn't receive them. And they'll also ask you about whether you've had any prior slip and fall accidents. That's another biggie, and that's a standard. So again, if you had a car accident and you're injured, be prepared, you're going to get those questions. And so what really prompted this video was that I was at depositions earlier, and I had to chuckle about the questions that the defense lawyer was asking of my clients about their prior injuries, looking for any type of nugget of information to blame or deflect the severity of the injuries. And so in the first deposition, I was representing a woman in her late 40s who was involved in a very serious car accident. She suffered all kinds of injuries to her body, including a serious head injury. And so the insurance defense lawyer, in following up those questions about the head injury and her loss of memory and her cognitive abilities, was asking her, for example, do you have dementia? Well, of course the answer was no. Does anyone in your family have a history of dementia? It was asking her whether there was a history of schizophrenia in her family. Asking her about cancer, what that has to do with memory loss and cognitive functioning, I have no idea. And she went into questioning about my client's, had an ovarian cyst removed when she was 16. Again, 20 plus years ago? And was asking questions about whether that was cancerous. I mean, just the most ridiculous questions that you could ask, again, in a car accident case with memory loss and neck and back injuries. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. Finally, and I think probably the most ridiculous question that I heard was whether she had mommy brain. Mommy brain? My client's daughter is 26 years old, and was asked whether she had mommy brain as to why she was having problems with her memory. So it's just absolutely unbelievable the steps that they will take. And again, if they've got nothing, they're going to go farther and farther off the edge to blame those car accident injuries on something else. So the other client, again, this is more to the slip and fall. She has serious neck and shoulder injuries. So again, also involved in a car accident. And she, I'd say maybe 6 months after the car accident, after she'd already received injections to her neck and shoulder, had a slip and fall in her bathtub where she hurt her leg. I think it was like the inside of her thigh, maybe twisted her hip and her knee. In the slip and fall, reported it to her doctor. Well, here we were at deposition, and the defense lawyer was accusing her, basically saying, oh, well, isn't it true you didn't start physical therapy for your shoulder until after the slip and fall? And my client was like, well, yeah, but I'd already had injections in my shoulder. I'd already had this problem for 6 months. And by the way, the slip and fall hurt my leg, had nothing to do with my shoulder. So again, I'm going to have to deal with that down the pike, because they're going to try to throw out absolutely anything to try to create some type of question or some type of blame that car accident injury was not related to the accident. So again, the purpose of this video at the end of the day is to provide some type of education to you as a potential client or someone who has an existing personal injury case. Be aware, be prepared that you are going to be asked questions about any type of prior injury that you've sustained, and so have your answers ready and be prepared to answer those types of questions. If you have any questions about this video, please contact us at St. Petersburg Personal Injury Attorneys, McQuaid and Douglas.